Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Rick here with Hit Run Candlesticks. Today's date is Wednesday, October 28, 2020. Welcome to the Hump Day. I guess everyone knows by now, you've probably already checked the futures, and you can see that we're down quite a bit this morning. So brace, brace, brace. That's I think that's what I'm going to say here. Okay, so what I want to do is go through some charts when various things going forward here. One thing I want to remind everybody of is toward the end of the video, I will be announcing the next winner, today's winner, for a $100 gift certificate at Hit and Run Candlesticks. So you can spend that $100 however you want with us at Hit and Run Candlesticks. I'll announce who you are. And I'm going to even try to pick it so you can see it. It's a very cool way to do it, tool that I have to do that. So stay tuned toward the end, and we'll get that done for you. And yeah, all right, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so the SPY here. Well, I've been, for the most part, I've been hanging on to the bullishness, and I think I have to officially say that no more. The sellers have control of this market. The buyers no longer have control. So what we've got is the day before yesterday, we closed below the T-line. We closed below the 50-period moving average. We put in this nice wick down here, and that gave us a possibility of a bullish move the next day, which would have been yesterday. Totally failed. Bulls could not do it. So we closed below the T-line again. And as you can see, the T-line is starting to come through. The trend indicator is also red. Major rule that I have is if you're going to be long, don't buy anything long if we're under the trend indicator, if you have red dots. We want green dots to be buying long. If you want to buy short, wait till we get below the red dots and short moving down. So right now, you can see that looks like we might be opening up around 335, 333.50 here. Let's take a look at the 3-bar chart real quick. And we're sitting right here on the 200 period moving average, and that broke loose. So honestly, let's see, we're down here at 333.50. You know, we could get down into the 325 area pretty easy. And, without any kind of positive news coming out of this market, which I certainly don't see any as right now, anything. In fact, the news just gets worse. It sounds like the COVID cases are rising. That's going to put a real hurt on the market. But most of all, it's going to put a hurt on an awful lot of people. My heart, my feelings, my thoughts go out to everybody that has been touched by this. On the 3-bar chart, you can see that we have a bearish H pattern setting up right here. Right there. That's a bearish H pattern. And boy, it didn't waste any time today at all. Boom, gapping down. So we've got that confirmation of the bearish H pattern. Let's take a look at VXX. On the daily chart, you can see our trend indicator has been red while we're putting in a bottom or constructing a bottom. And then here we go up. Our trend indicator has turned green. We've got a bullish candle with a doji here with sitting just under the 50-day period moving average. Today, it looks like we're going to open up above the 50-day period moving average. And if we close today above that 50 period moving average, that I don't think that's very healthy for the market, and we could see VXX up here in the 29 area, maybe $30 area, possibly before the weekend or Monday. So we really, really want to be careful with our trading. Congratulations to folks out there that were holding some shorts, or maybe I know from Hit Run Candlesticks there's a few people holding some of the inverse trades. Congratulations to you. I want to take a look at the 3-bar chart here. You can see the 3-bar chart 1, 2, 3 was yesterday. 1, 2, 3 was the day before. You can see the day before we had this gap up. We pulled up and closed over the 50 period moving average. With the 200 period moving average up here, this makes this one of our rounded bottom breakout or RBB trades. This is my favorite strategy. And the third bar yesterday, you can see it put in a pretty good bullish Hiromi, very good bullish Hiromi. And then today we're gapping up here, up past that 200 period moving average. So I'm going to put a little line right in there. Go back to that daily chart. This again is going to put us in a daily rounded bottom breakout, and that may put us back up in here to that $30 mark if we continue to see that follow through. So let's keep an eye on that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. I've got some questions that were asked on my YouTube channel. Thank you for the questions. I'd like to do that. I'd like to answer those. Honestly, today there are no trade ideas. I don't feel today's the kind of day you should go out and chase. I think you should, if you have stocks already you're holding and you're managing them. For instance, I am still holding NIO. Let's take a look at that one. I'm still holding NIO. I bought here, I added here, and added more yesterday morning. It popped up quite nice. It looks like we're down a little bit, but nothing drastic here. And I'm going to continue to hold that until I've made enough money or the chart tells me I need to get out of it. So again, no trade ideas that I'm going to put out today. Monitor the ones that we've been putting out for the past couple of weeks. That's what I'm going to do. There are some pretty good looking charts out there if you want to trade long. The problem is we really want to trade with the market at our back. So, and that's one of the questions that was asked of me, and I'll get to that here in a sec. So again, thank you again. A little later in the video here, and we're going to pick another winner for a $100 gift certificate to Hit Run Candlestick. So please stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the SPY here. It just seems to be a little cleaner chart. And I'm going to answer a couple questions here. Let's see. Thomas asks, what are you using for the 3/8 high, low, or last on the trap? Let's go look at TZA. Okay, I think this is a good example. There we go. So this black line, this is the T line right here, and that's the bottom end of the trap. This green line, that's the 3 exponential moving average, and that's the top end of the trap. So anything in there is a trap, or price. When price is in there, that's what we call the 3/8 trap. Now, Thomas is asking me, what are my settings? Well, the T line is simply the 8 exponential moving average, and it's the average of the last price. See, there's a list of them in there, and it's the last price. Now, the green line here, this is the upper end of the trap or the top of the trap. For a long trade, it could be the bottom end for a short trade. So let's go take a look at that, and it's the 3 exponential moving average. At 3, the average type is exponential, and I use the average of the high. Now, there's an awful lot of people that use the last price. There's nothing wrong with that. I prefer the high price. So now if you're looking for a short, let's do this. If you're looking for a short trap, I'm going to go back to the SPY here, and then what I'm going to do is change that from high to a low. So that's what I'm looking at for a short trap. So you can see on the SPY here, for the short trap, what we're going to need is price to come back up into the trap. Let's paint that green, actually. Let's come back up into the trap, and then we look for that short in that area there. So Thomas, thank you very much for that for that question. Tony asks, Tony has a good question. He says, what's the difference between a 3/8 trap and someone else that uses the 10/20 trap? Well, Tony, actually, honestly, I don't know. I know and I don't know. Okay, let's start with the I don't know. First of all, I don't know how someone else is using, quote, the trap. Okay, I don't know. I know that if it was me using the 10/20 trap, I would use it the exact same way I use the 3 and the 8 trap. In fact, I have a scanner, live trading alerts, where I'm looking at a 10/25, and that's the 10 simple and 25 simple trap. I do have that on this, that I use during the day, live trading. So I have that along with the 3/8 trap. So again, I don't know how whomever someone else is, I don't know how they, their particulars about it. But as far as the mechanical side of it, I think it makes sense, that it would be used exactly like the 3/8 trap. Vernon's got a stock question here. Vernon says, or is asking, what do I think of STCH? Let's see. He says he likes the chart pattern. I won't be buying because of earnings today. And then he asks, what's the opinion of BBBY? And I'll do that as well. So STSH, you're right, earnings. You're right. I wouldn't be a buyer. I just don't think it's healthy to do that, to buy earnings. You can see we've been moving sideways here. Let's put a little downtrend on there. Overall, I think STCTSH is acting pretty good. So let's do this. I would like to see it break out like this, and then we'll put a buy box in there, and then what we'll do is look at trading in this area right in here, and that could lead higher. That's a very nice chart, by the way, Vernon. Appreciate you on that one. That's a very nice chart. But I'm hearing you on the earnings. And also he says BBBY. Also, what's your opinion on BBBY? Okay. So BBBY, we've been kind of traveling in this area, and this is just some consolidation. So what we need to see is a breakout, and I'm going to do this kind of backwards because it's easier for me. We're going to put the buy box up here. And now what we need to see is a breakout up here, and then we can look at buying in this area right there. Now, we went up, we consolidated. I could see possibly buying, in those areas, even the doji. But with yesterday's close below the T-line, I would have gotten out of that ASAP. That's just spelling trouble right in there. And then today, I can see that it's gapping down, okay? So right now, with yesterday's close, this is what I would have to look at. Of course, yesterday you didn't know that it was going to gap down today. So, I like this also. Holding over the weekend makes me nervous. Oh, holding over the weekend makes you nervous. And he says, thanks for everything. Oh, absolutely. Vernon and anyone else out there, I've made a pact with myself a few days ago that I was going to start eliminating positions. I've done that. I'm only holding one position right now, and it's NIO. It's very unlikely. I mean, like super unlikely I'm going to buy much, if anything, today or tomorrow. And there's a very high likelihood I'm in cash going over the weekend, and I will remain in cash till a day or two after the election. So I think that's just a safe way to play, just an absolute safe way to play. Let's see here. Tony is asking. He says, thanks for the video. Should traders pay attention to the market direction and timing the market? And how do we do this reliable? Let's take a look at the market. That's a great question, Tony. So, when we trade, I think it's a positive to have a list of conditions when you are considering making a trade. Okay. I think it's hard to get more than 5. I really do. You start getting more than 5, I think what happens is you start overthinking the chart. But, I mean, you could have that. Let's take a look at this. So, there we go. So maybe, maybe you want candlesticks, the price action to be doing what you want. Maybe you want the chart pattern to be doing what you want. Maybe you want price to be above the T line, or maybe in the trap, or something like that. You want to be able to check some of those boxes. Maybe you want the chart to be trending in the direction you want. So there we go here. Well, there might be another box here for market condition, overall market condition. Along with the trend, the stock you're looking to buy, the chart you're looking to buy, and we're just talking long here, okay? You might want the market to be doing the same thing. So if you're looking to buy ABC, for instance, today, long, or XYZ, you might want to look at this market. Well, does the market look like it has your back? The market looks to me like it does not have your back. It looks like it's going, your chart, it would be going against the market. So there's just no way I think we can look at this if we can't fill that box right there. Now, let's say you're looking at a chart like TZA or SDS, an inverse chart, and we'll go look at those in a second. Well, maybe they meet your criteria. Price action is looking good. You're in a chart pattern. Maybe it's in a 3/8 trap. Maybe it's trending, and the market has your back, doesn't it? Because the market is failing here. So what we would do, whoops, we don't want to take that one out. Now we can put a check mark in that box. So it's about conditions. Look at your chart and create a list of conditions. And you might have 10 conditions. I don't think you're going to use all 10 at one time, but you might have different things you want to look at. And sometimes you have to change this box out for a different box, different situations, different circumstances. So let's go take a look at that SDS. If you're trading in inverse, there you go. Well, you can see here that you have a trend. That might be one of your conditions. You can see that we have broken out. Maybe that's something you're looking at. You're looking at a breakout and then an inside day. Maybe that's one of your conditions that you see in the chart. And now you might say, okay, what's the market doing? You know what? The market has my back because the SDS is an inverse. So with the market moving down, that might be what you want to look at. If the market was moving up and you're looking to buy SDS, well, that would be, you're not checking off one of your conditions. So let's see, who did that? That was a good question. Tony, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thomas asked, what are the settings for the 3/8 strap? We just did that. Oh, we just did that. Okay, I've got one last question, and then we're going to go into our contest and pick somebody for the $100 gift certificate with Hit and Run Candlesticks. All right, Frank is asking, can you help with the alert app? All right, honestly, there has been a little bit of confusion about this, okay? So, Frank, thank you for the question, and let's get this squared away. We have an app on the website that is a free app. It gives you, we send out information, reminders, things like that. We also have an app that is for members of Hit and Run Candlesticks and Right Way Options, and trial members. Trial members, you are considered a full-fledged member of Hit and Run Candlesticks or Right Way Options, if you're a trial member. So we have a very special app that is only for our members. And what you do is you download the app, that special app, to your phone. You go to your app store. You search for Pro Trading Room. Pro Trading Room, okay? When you download that app, it's going to ask you for a PIN code and two codes, a PIN code and a room code. So to get that PIN code and room code, you have to log into the trading room. Bottom line, you have to be a member or a trial member. So log in. When you log in here, I think I can do that. There you go. I was going to do this. So you log into the trading room, and then when you get to the trading room, you come up here to this little, it looks like it's supposed to be a little phone. Three horizontal lines. Come over to this little phone right here, and you left click on it. When you left click on it, a box will come up. And I can't show you the box because honestly, then my PIN code will come up, and these codes are private to you, okay? So you click on that, and then a box will launch right in here. And it'll say step 1 and step 2. Skip that. You've already done it. They just tell you to download the app to your phone. The next thing is down here, I can draw here. Down in this area, you'll see, probably shouldn't have done that. You'll see a room code like this. And you'll see a room code with some numbers, okay? And then you'll see PIN code like this. PIN code. And you'll see some numbers, okay? Now you go back to your phone and you enter those numbers on your phone. And then you come back to this back into the room. You stay in the room. Don't get out just yet. You'll see a box over here. It's actually a blue, well, this is what it looks like. A blue box, just like that. And it'll say pair. So click on this and it pairs the room with your phone. Okay? Now, once you do that, you will be able to get alerts like yesterday I sent out, added to the NIO trade. All right? You'll be able to get those alerts. Now, if you're only a member of Hit and Run Candlesticks, you'll only get Hit and Run Candlesticks alert. If you're a member of Right Way Options, you'll only get Right Way Options alert. If you're a member of both, you will get both. So it really is easy, but there are a couple steps. And you do have to be a member or a trial member. So if you're not a trial member, look, for $49, 30 days, you can get this set up. Now, I've been asked dozens and dozens of times, do I have to be in the trading room? You have to be in the trading room to set it up, but you do not need to be in the trading room to get the alerts. So let's think about that. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 job somewhere. You can still get the alerts on your phone, even if you're not in the room. Maybe you're out playing golf. You will still get the alerts on your phone. Now, the only hiccup is you do have to log in once a week, every 7 days. Otherwise, the pairing will stop after 7 days. Easy fix. We have e-learnings during the week. I do a intraday webinar. It's been on Tuesdays. We're going to start doing it on Mondays after this. But a live webinar intraday. All you have to do is step in the room. 5 minutes. That's it. And we do these webinars in the evening as well, members webinars. So please consider doing that. I think that's a huge benefit to our membership, and I think everyone would really like it. So, all right, hey, let's get to let's find a winner here. Okay, I want to thank everybody that hung out with us. So what the deal was is, this is my YouTube. You had to leave a comment on yesterday's video right here. So what I'm going to do is go over to this little TBV right there. We're going to go down here and click Pick a Winner. I'm going to pick that winner. I'm going to say choose from all comments from yesterday's video, and we're going to pick a winner. And the winner is John Fox. So John Fox, if you're out there, I'm going to copy this right here. Put this over here so I have your name. So John Fox, if you can hear me, please get a hold of me. Rick at ricksadler.com. That's my last name, Sadler, Saddler, Rick at ricksadler.com. Send me an email, John, and we will hook you up with $100 gift certificate to anything with Hit and Run candlesticks. Thank you very much. And remember, everybody, let's, on today's video, leave a comment. You can ask questions, any kind of comment in there, and then you'll be eligible for another, we'll do another pick tomorrow for the same sort of thing. Okay, everybody, be careful today. Stay cautious, and hey, we'll see you in the trading room, okay? Take care.